Speak what?
There's no more to be said, but he's banished as enemy to the people and his country. It shall be so!
It shall be so! It shall be so!
This was a collaboration between the University of Temperley and the University of Coventry, both theatre departments, working on Shakespeare's Coriolanus in both its original English blank verse and in a Finnish translation, which wasn't in blank verse. So groups of students were paired off with each other. I think we had 6 groups of students working on Act 3, Scene 3, which is a very confrontational scene where Coriolanus is being exiled from Rome for various reasons. The innovation behind it was that although there have been online collaborations before, and people, including the RSC, have used laptops and Skype to rehearse, we blew it up to a major scale, which again created a whole ton of problems that we had to overcome. We used a full-size rear projection screen in both spaces so that the actors were appearing actual size with each other, so each actor was able to look each other in the eye. This gave us problems with trying to solve the problem of eye contact, which we had to work quite a lot to get around the idea of actors looking at each other and actually being able to make direct eye contact. We used directional sound, so that we used placement of speakers, so that the sound actually appeared to be coming from the actual actor themselves who's speaking. We lit both spaces in the same way so that the actors had the illusion that they were actually sharing the same space.
It was only towards the end of the 2 weeks with the kit that everybody got really comfortable with it, and it was very easy just to drop in and, oh, here we are again, let's carry on from where we were before. It's the amount of time, and you need really to have a dedicated space and plenty of lead-in time. And I think also the personal interactions in the same space are really important. The fact that Miko and Tina came over, they saw the kind of space that we could be using, they met us. There's so many things that really break down the barriers there. If it had all been done entirely remotely from the get-go without any actual physical meeting, I think it would have been a lot harder. It really shortens things, even though the end result you want is to be able to work remotely, you want to be able to communicate remotely. It's those real interactions in a real live space together that can really seal the deal and make it work.
Do one of you want to start?
Lydia!
Whoppa!
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 Whoppa! Whoppa! Cutter!
She's not
She's not here, unfortunately.
Isn't that Viola there?
It's all right. It's all right.
You need quite a large room, mainly for the back projection, to get the distance to project on a screen. We had a 9-foot by 12-foot screen that was back projection able, as it were, and you need to have double the size of what you would normally have in a room to project, because you need the room for back projection, you need the room to be able to do things in front of the screen. We had a sound system that was linked up to the Polycom conferencing software that also had a camera, and within that software it also had some dedicated microphones as well. So the microphones were picking up the ambient noise, they were being transferred through the Polycom that was also connected to the internet, that was then being transferred through to Finland. We projected everything in standard definition. Would have been lovely in high definition, but there's very little capabilities at the moment throughout the university to do that. So everything was projected in standard definition, and we also cordoned off either side of the screen. So to the people on our side, it felt very much like that's where the room ended, even though there was another 12-15 feet behind the screen that there was nothing happening. It just felt like that was the edge of the room for them. So the screen was leading into Finland, and the guys at Tampere had exactly the same setup.
Yeah, because of the delay. But
Because of the delay, she can see everybody. Because they can't see when she's turning, and she's turning when everybody's moving already. And you stop see her. Yes, so basically she sees everybody moving.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't know your name, I'm really sorry.
In the white.
It's Mako. Mako. Yeah, we saw you, Mako. Yeah.
It's always helpful to work with people that are from a different background, culture, especially in acting, because, I mean, you are your tool in acting, and if you can just learn as much as you can, then it's great. So by doing this and working with people that, like from the Finnish students, it gave you an insight into their culture where it's like, maybe Britain can learn from this. Definitely what, like Juho was talking about, the culture, the work culture, you could automatically tell there was a difference. They were always ready, they always wanted to do something, and I feel like it's definitely universities in, or like just the education system needs to have that oomph that they have, and I think we can learn a lot from them.
I think this is one of the best experiences an actor could have, really. I mean, we're doing Shakespeare, which is obviously a big thing in any actor's life, especially here in England. But also connecting with with people who have the same passion as you, but in a completely different, country, culture, and how they deal with it, and learning that, so that if I wanted to go and work out there, then I kind of know how they work out there, and vice versa. If they came over here, they know that knowledge now too. And also working with the different cultures, the language, and picking up the language within a week. I mean, if I was to go and work in a different place for a couple of months, who knows how much I'd learn. After just 1 week, I learned so much.
The Finnish one first, right?
Yeah.
Kuuletteko kansalaiset?
Kaliole tulies!
Hiljaa. Et tarvita enää muita suteita. Olet nähin hänen telokoska ja kuulet puheensa. Nahon lunit vire megnat, kironut teansam insenes. vastannut äsien lakia jatkasta valta ja kosken hänä tuki jo tämän jukskin, näin rokin ja syvisy oanstin valotman kuulemaan. Muuttukosta hän on palvelut Roomahulven?
Mitä te lässitätte palveluksesta?
Puhun siitä, mistä taidan.
Te
Olkaa.
en kuule yhtään enempää. Tuomitkoot kuolemaan tarpeen kuilussa, maan pakoon, ruoskittavaksi, kitumaan tyrmässä viljanjyväsellä päivässä. En silti aio ostaa niiden armoa edes yhden hyvän sanan hinnalla. Tai hillitä henkeäni, vaikka saisin niiltä kaiken mahdollisen vain sanomalla hyvää huomenta.
Kuulitteko kansalaiset?
Kaljole, työmies!
Hiljaa, ei tarvita enää muita syyteitä. Olette nähneet hänen tekonsa ja kuulleet puheensa. Hän on lyönyt virkamiehiään ja kironnut teitä itseään. Vastustanut aseen lakia ja tässä uhmaa valtaa, joka häntä tutkii jo tämä yksin. Näin rikollinen ja suuri syyllisyys ansaitsee valittoman kuoleman.
You this, people?
To the rock!
Peace! We need not put new matter to his charge. What you have seen him do and heard him speak. Beating your officers, cursing yourselves, opposing laws with strokes and here defying those whose great power must try him. Even this, so criminal in such capital kind, deserves the extremist death.
But since he hath served well for Rome,
What do you prate of service?
I talk of that know it.
You!
No, I pray you.
I know no further. Let them pronounce the steep Topian death, vagabond exile, fleeing, bent to linger but with a grain a day. I would not buy their mercy at the price of one fair word, nor check my courage for what they can give. To have it with saying, good morrow.
Well, that he has. As much as in him lies from time to time envy against the people, seeking means to pluck away their power, and now at last given hostile strokes, and that not in the presence of dreaded justice, but on the ministers that do distribute it, in the name of the people, and in the power of us, the tribunes, we even from this instant banish him our city, independent perception from off the rock Tarpeian, never more to enter our Rome gates. In the people's name, I say it shall be so. It shall be so. It shall be so.
Hear me, my mom.
His sentence. No more hearing.
Listen to me. I have been counsel, and I've been shown for Rome her enemy's marks upon me.
I do love my country's good with a respect more tender, more holy and profound than my own life.
My dear wife's estimate, her wounds increase and treasure of my loins.
Own life, my dear wife's estimate, her wombs increase and treasure of my loins. Then, if I should...
Dear wife's estimate, her wombs increase and treasure of my loins. Then, if I would speak that...
If I would
We know your dread
that
what?
There's no more to be said, but he is banished. An enemy to the people and his country, it shall be done! It shall be done! It shall be done! It shall be done!
God, whose breath I hate, as weak on the rotten fence, whose loves I point at the dead carcasses of unburied men that do corrupt my air. I banish you!
And here remain with your uncertainty. Let every feeble rumor shake your hearts. Your enemies, with nodding of their plumes, fan you into despair.
Have the power still to banish your defenders, till at length your ignorance, which finds not till it feels, making not reservation of yourselves, still your own foes, deliver you as most abated captives to some nation that won you without blows.
Despising for you the city, thus I turn my back. There is a world elsewhere, There is a world elsewhere.
There's a world elsewhere.
There is a world elsewhere. There is a world elsewhere.
The people's enemy is gone. Is gone. Our enemy is vanished. He is gone.
Go and see him out at gates, and follow him, as he hath followed you, with all despite. Give him deserved vexation. Let a guard attend us through the city.
Come, let's see him out at the gates. Come. The gods preserve our noble tribunes. Come.
We're getting the phone, we're getting the phone, we're getting the phone.
It's really tiring, that